Okay, let's dive into this. The group stage is done. The round of 32 is here, and this is where the World Cup truly begins. 32 teams, 16 fixtures, one shot. Let's run through every single game you need to know about, right now.
Just look at the sheer scale of this new format. 32 teams. This is single elimination football, guys. One slip, and you're going home. There are absolutely zero second chances anymore.
So let's start with Sunday, June 28th. We are kicking off the action, and history will definitely be made in Los Angeles.
South Africa takes on Canada. Neither of these nations has ever won a World Cup knockout game, so one of them makes history tonight. You've got Bafana Bafana, who stunningly eliminated South Korea, going head-to-head with our co-hosts Canada in an absolutely historic clash.
Then, Monday, June 29th brings us a massive triple header. First up, Brazil faces Japan in Houston. That's the five-time world champs against Asia's most dangerous counterattacking side. Then, Germany goes up against Paraguay in Boston. The Germans kind of stumbled against Ecuador in the group stage, so you know Paraguay will be looking to punish them. And finally, the Netherlands take on Morocco in Monterrey. The craziest storyline here? 3 of Morocco's key stars are actually Dutch-born. I mean, you literally cannot write scripts like this.
Moving on to Tuesday, June 30th. This is where the heavyweights and the rested stars truly enter the fray.
Now, what's really interesting about this matchup in Dallas is the distinct strategy at play. Côte d'Ivoire, the reigning AFCON champions, are up against a Norway squad that completely rested their starting 11 in their final group game just to set up a better knockout path. That means Erling Haaland didn't play a single minute. He arrives here completely fresh and, frankly, incredibly hungry.
Then we've got France versus Sweden in New York. And wow, the numbers paint a pretty frightening picture. France took all 9 points in the group stage with a +8 goal difference. Dembélé already has a hat-trick, Mbappe is firing on all cylinders, and they are preparing to face a Swedish side heavily reliant on counterattacks. Good luck with that.
Let's move to Wednesday, July 1st, which brings an absolute blitz of action. Mexico faces Ecuador at the Azteca. The hosts were perfect defensively in the group stage, but they're facing a team that just knocked out Germany. Then England faces DR Congo in Atlanta, with arguably their most talented squad in a generation against a really inspiring underdog. Belgium versus Senegal in Seattle gives us Kevin De Bruyne's last dance against the Lions of Teranga, who'd literally just demolished Iraq 5-0. And the USA takes on debutants Bosnia and San Francisco, with the co-host playing in front of an absolutely buzzing nation.
Shifting the momentum to Thursday, July 2nd. This day is all about legends on the brink. It's a fascinating mix of incredible youth and fading veterans making their final stand.
First up, Spain versus Austria in LA. You have Lamine Yamal, who is just 17 years old, bringing this unbelievable youthful energy and swagger. He's up against an Austrian side that somehow came through a wild 3-3 group stage thriller to get here. Austria is riding massive adrenaline right now, for sure.
Then, Portugal versus Croatia in Toronto. Ronaldo versus Modrić, 2 absolute legends. This is a rematch of the 2016 Euro final, and quite possibly their final World Cup game ever. Seriously, this matchup is absolute cinema.
Rounding out Thursday, Switzerland takes on Algeria in Vancouver. It's the highly organized, super disciplined Swiss facing Riyad Mahrez, who scored in stoppage time to drag Algeria through. The captain arrives here with everything to prove, matching Swiss organization against pure individual Algerian magic.
Finally, we reach the Friday, July 3rd finales. Australia takes on Egypt in Dallas. That's the Socceroos against a highly motivated Mo Salah, who is definitely not here to go home in the first knockout round. And closing out the day, Colombia plays Ghana in Kansas City, with James Rodriguez conducting one of the most exciting attacks in the tournament against Thomas Partey's Ghanaian side, who really have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
But sandwiched right between those games is the ultimate David versus Goliath matchup. Argentina versus Cabo Verde in Miami. Messi, 19 World Cup goals, the greatest of all time, going up against a tiny island nation of just 500,000 people making their first ever World Cup appearance. It is literally the fairy tale versus the dynasty.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how crazy their path to this knockout stage was. It's miraculous. They advanced with 0 wins, just 3 incredibly gritty defensive draws against Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Spain. They held on through sheer collective spirit, creating one of the most beautiful stories in World Cup history.
16 fixtures, 16 incredible stories,
And when the dust settles on July 3rd, only 16 of these 32 teams will still be standing. The round of 16 follows immediately after, and the open road to the final at MetLife Stadium on July 19th is wide open.
16 teams will rise, and 16 will go home. Will this be the tournament where the underdogs finally rewrite history, or will the Titans of world football reign supreme? Which game are you most excited about? Drop it in the comments below. Like this explainer, hit subscribe, and I will see you for the upcoming round of 16 breakdown. Let's go!